Today, I'm going to be building Lamar Jackson a super team to see if the Baltimore Ravens can win the Super Bowl. And I mean, obviously last season, the Ravens were crazy. I mean, they were literally one win away from making it to the Super Bowl, but obviously Patrick Mahomes got in the way. So I thought I'd give Lamar Jackson a super team to see if he can actually get the job done this time. I mean, as you can see, this team is absolutely loaded. I mean, obviously our quarterback is Lamar Jackson, but for the running back position, Derrick Henry is on the Ravens now, so we went with him. And I mean, after you see this, you're gonna agree with me. We by far have the best wide receiver room in the league right now. I mean, as you can see, Tyreek Hill is wide receiver 1. Justin Jefferson is wide receiver 2. CeeDee Lamb is wide receiver 3. And Flowers is wide receiver 4. I do like Zay, so I wanted to keep him on this team. And for the O-line, we ended up taking Trent Williams, Quentin Nelson. We did keep Linderbaum, and then we took Lindsey from the Chargers and Lane Johnson from the Eagles. And then obviously, we're going to be sticking with Mark Andrews at tight end. So, I mean, obviously our offense is absolutely loaded. But as you're about to see, I'd say the defense is definitely our strong suit. I mean, look at this team. The defense is absolutely beautiful. I actually don't know who's going to beat us. And in case you're wondering why some players aren't on this team, to keep things a little bit fair so I wouldn't like totally dismantle any rosters, I only took one player from each team, but obviously, this team is going to be very difficult to take down. And in week 1, we're going to be taking on CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans. It looks like the Texans did score first, though, so we are down 7-0. And it looks like we have terrible field position at the 1-yard line right now. But I'm just going to hand it off to Henry and see if he can make this any better for us. I mean, he only got 2 yards there, which I was hoping he'd do a bit more than that. But now I feel like we should honestly be able to get Hill open. Hold on, that should work out. That's gonna be a dot from Lamar. I mean, that probably wasn't the smartest idea to put it in the air there, because if anything went wrong with the O-line, we probably would have got safetied, but thankfully it worked out, so the field position is a lot better now. Since Henry couldn't get the first there, though, I mean, it is 3rd down once again. I'm just gonna go for Jefferson here. And that is going to be another first down from the Ravens, and somehow Jefferson is still up. I mean, I'm starting to realize already that this is going to be a very fun team to use, man. I mean, if the offense can play like this all season, I don't think the Ravens are going to be losing a whole lot of games today. I mean, that's another first from Andrews. So all we need to do now is get 14 yards and we're in. I'm just going to try and end things off with Hill. And hopefully he's not locked up here. I mean, that's looking pretty good. There's literally nobody on him. So that's going to go for a touchdown. And that touchdown from Hill is going to tie this game up at 7. We're coming back out in the 4th quarter, though. And this game is honestly a lot closer than I was expecting it to be. But I mean, if we can score a touchdown here, that should pretty much put things away. So I'm hoping we can do that. I'm just going to hand it off to Henry here, though, because I do want to try and kill as much time off the clock as I can in the process of hopefully scoring a touchdown. Texans did bring up a 3rd down, though. So, I mean, I'm going to put it in the air this time and see if we can get Hill open. I mean, if this gets shut down, we're probably going to have to kick a field goal. I could have gone for Hill there too, but I'm just going to keep it on the ground with Lamar, who is 1 yard short. And the Texans are starting to burn timeouts right now as well. So, I mean, if Henry can punch it in here, that should pretty much put things away. Because even if Houston scores, they're not going to have any timeouts remaining. So, I'm hoping that that Derrick Henry touchdown right there puts this game away. And it looks like that ended up being a very important touchdown because Houston did score again after that. So, we're only going to win by 3 points. But either way, the Ravens are 1-0 to start off the season. But after that, we went ahead and simmed to week 5 for the game against our biggest rivals, and it looks like the Ravens have been doing pretty well because as you can see, we're 4-0 right now, and we're going to be taking on the Steelers, who are 3-1. I'm going to run a slant with Hill to start things off here, though, and hopefully this can work out for a first. I mean, that is going to be a lot of yardage. Okay, that's going to be a huge play to open up the game. I mean, this is our 2nd drive because we couldn't get anything done on the 1st drive. But I mean, after that play with Hill, it's looking like this is already going to be a lot better than the last drive. I mean, Lamar almost got a first on the ground too. That's one thing I'm still trying to do right now because we haven't really been able to explode for like a huge play on the ground with Lamar yet. But I mean, I feel like it's just a matter of time at this point because there is no way we go all day without this guy doing something ridiculous on the ground. But I'm going to try and go for Tyreek here. and see if this can go for a touchdown, and it looks like that's gonna work out. So that is gonna put the Ravens on the scoreboard first with a 7-0 lead. Coming back out here in the third quarter though, and no surprise, we have a very close game on our hands, but I mean, Pittsburgh is threatening here, so I gotta make sure we kind of take them off the field. So I'm really not trying to let them tie up the game here. I mean, our defense is obviously absolutely loaded, so I'm hoping we can get the job done. I just gotta make sure we don't leave anyone open. That's gonna be a sack. So Pickett is going down, and that is gonna make it 3rd and 16. So one more stop, and we're gonna take the Steelers off the field. Oh, come on, please. He got the first down. I thought that was gonna work out, but I mean, we kind of blew our coverage there, and I totally deserve that. But hopefully we can do what we were doing before. I mean, if we can get another sack, I gotta make sure. Oh, hold on. Right here. We got it. No. Okay, never mind. That is a sack. So that's gonna be an 8-yard loss. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of looked like the ball came up before there, so I wasn't sure if that was gonna count or not. Hold on. We gotta get this man down. Okay, that's gonna bring up another 3rd down. So one more stop, and we're gonna take this offense off the field. I just gotta make sure I don't blow coverage like I did last time, and we should hopefully be good. I gotta focus up here, though. Oh, that's gonna be a touchdown from the Steelers. Okay. That was an absolute choke job on defense. But I mean, on the bright side for us, either way, it looks like we are still gonna get the dub in this one. I mean, we only won by 3 points, which is expected because we were going up against the Steelers, but the Ravens are still undefeated. But after that, we went ahead and simmed to mid-season to see what this team was doing, and no surprise, it looks like we have been absolutely unstoppable. I mean, the Ravens are 10-0 right now, and in week 11, we're gonna be taking on Joe Shiesty and the Bengals, who are 6-3. And I mean, it looks like our defense has already set us up with great field position here. So all I gotta do is make sure we don't throw an interception, and we're basically guaranteed to get at least 3 points on the board. But it looks like Lamar is gonna bring it in for a touchdown on the first play. So I mean, it looks like the Ravens are already getting off to a hot start here. I mean, that's gonna put us up 7-0 early. Coming back out in the second quarter though, and it looks like it's 14-7. So apparently Joe Burrow did end up scoring after that, but so did we. So we still have a chance to go back up by 2 scores here as long as we get in the end zone. I mean, at this point, I guess even a field goal would give us a 2-score lead, but obviously we're going to be going for the TD here. I'm going to try and go for Hill though. Oh, that's not going to work out. I got to keep it on the ground again. I mean, Lamar has been going off on the ground in this game. I'm just hoping we can take down the Bengals in this one, though, because, I mean, a lot of you Burrow fans are not going to like to hear this, and you also don't like to admit it, but Lamar Jackson kind of owns your team. I mean, look at the stats. They don't lie. So, I mean, I'm hoping we can continue to do that. I mean, if we win this game right here, we are going to be 2-0 against the Bengals this season, which would definitely be nice. And we're going to have Tyreek Hill wide open. So it looks like that's going to be another first down. Once that guy gets some open field, I mean, good luck, man, because you are not going to be catching him. I'm going to see if we can go for Jefferson here, though. I mean, he's going to be wide open on the slant, too, and he got smoked, but it looks like he's going to stay up for the touchdown. So after the touchdown from Justin Jefferson, that is going to make it a 2-score game once again. And after that, it looks like the Ravens went on to absolutely annihilate the Bengals. So, I mean, we're 2-0 against Cincy this season, and we are still undefeated. But after that, we went ahead and simmed to week 16 for the most anticipated matchup of the season, and it looks like Baltimore is still undefeated with a 14-0 record, and we're going to be taking on the 49ers, who are 10-4. I mean, I obviously knew that this team was going to be insane. That was kind of a given coming into this season, but I did not think that we were going to be 14-0 at this point. I mean, we kind of just casually lost 4 yards there too, so hopefully we can pick up the first down, because the Niners did get another stop after that. So if this doesn't work out, we are going to be getting taken off the field, but Jefferson is out here breaking ankles. So that is going to keep the drive going. I'm going to try and go for Hill here. And if he can get open, that should work out for another first down. I mean, this play has been pretty unstoppable today. Oh, never mind. We're going to throw a pick. I did not think they had any chance at getting to that. I mean, I feel like I am kind of responsible for that because that was a terrible read. So I'm going to try and take them off the field with this defense. Oh, we were close, but we're going to leave Jennings wide open. I'm kind of having an off day on defense, man. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I have kind of been garbage, but hopefully we can make up for it on this drive. I'm just hoping we can hold them to a field goal. It's going to be a lot easier said than done, though, because we are playing against one of the best offenses in the league. I mean, obviously, the 49ers have weapons everywhere, and there's McCaffrey being wide open. And I got to at least hold him to a field goal here, man. I cannot allow a touchdown twice on defense. We're going to get a sack, so that's a huge play. And we did get another stop after that. So, I mean, as long as we don't allow 21 yards here, we are going to be taking them off the field, and it looks like they're going to make it easy for us. I'm going to see if we can block this field goal either way, though. I mean, it looks like that isn't going to happen, so we are going to be down 3-0. But, I mean, after that, it looks like the offense was able to get into scoring position, and we only need 2 yards for the touchdown here, so I'm just going to hand it off to Keaton Mitchell, and it looks like he's going to sneak in, so that is going to give the lead to the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, we're only up 7-3, and I feel like this is probably going to be a game that comes right down to the wire, but I mean, we're still up. But after that, surprisingly enough, it looks like we're going to go on to demolish the 49ers. I mean, I thought this was going to be neck and neck, but it seems like our team is starting to show how good we really are. I mean, at this point, there's a solid chance that we go undefeated, and it looks like Baltimore was able to do just that, because we're going to finish off the season with a 17-0 record to win the division and get the #1 seed. And it looks like we're going to be taking on the 9-8 Colts in the divisional round. And I mean, we obviously have the upper hand in this game because our roster is like 30 times better than the Colts roster is right now. But with that being said, it seems like the Ravens do usually have issues against this team, so this could end up being a pretty close game. I'm gonna try and go for a Hill here though, and it looks like he's gonna be wide open, so that's gonna be a huge play for Baltimore. I'm gonna see if we can go for a shot with Jefferson here though. I mean, if this works out, I don't know how the defense is gonna be set up here, but I mean, if they break away from him, which it looks like that's gonna happen, that could go for a touchdown. And it looks like that's gonna work out for us. I actually can't believe that happened. I mean, I was thinking about it when I saw how the defense was set up there, but I didn't think it was actually gonna work out in my favor. But I guess it is, because Jefferson's in the end zone. And after that, it looks like the Ravens were able to go on to get the win. So that's gonna send Lamar Jackson back to the AFC Championship game. And this is probably gonna be our toughest game of the season, because as you'd probably expect, in the AFC Championship game, it looks like we're gonna be taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. And I mean, I feel like this is probably going to be a game that comes right down to the wire. I mean, we're starting off in the third quarter and we're up by 6 right now. So if we can score here, that would actually be pretty big for Baltimore. I mean, Henry's gone, so that's a first. I mean, even though on paper we definitely have the better roster, I mean, their defense is missing their best player. I honestly forgot that we stole Chris Jones from them, but either way, it is never easy to take down Patrick Mahomes. So considering the fact that we are going up against Mahomes, I am going to say that this is pretty much a must-score drive for the Ravens. Even though we are up by 6 right now, I'm going to try and go for CeeDee Lamb here, though, because I don't think we've really done a whole lot of anything with this guy. So I want to try and get the ball in his hands. It actually worked out pretty nicely. So I'm going to try and go back for him here. And if this can work out, we should be able to get another first down. And it looks like he got popped. Kansas City did bring up a 4th down after that, though. This is a really bad decision. I know I should just take the field goal, but I have a lot of trust in Tyreek Hill. So, I mean, I'm just going to use all of my trust on Hill and see if he can bring this in for a first. Come on, bro. Please. Lamar's going to throw a dot, and it looks like that's going to work out for a touchdown off of a 4th down conversion. So it looks like our gamble is going to pay off, and that's going to make this a 2-score game. And no surprise, Patrick Mahomes put up one hell of a fight, but this time it looks like Lamar Jackson is going to get the job done. So that is going to send the Baltimore Ravens to the Super Bowl. But either way, to end off the season, it looks like MVP is going to be going to Lamar Jackson. And in the Super Bowl, we're going to be taking on the runner-up of the MVP award, because it looks like we're taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. And we're going to be starting out in the 4th quarter. We are up by 1 point right now with 3 minutes on the clock. So I would say this is by far our most important drive of the season. I mean, if we can get a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion to work, there is a very high chance that that puts this game away. So I'm really hoping that can happen here. We're going to have CeeDee Lamb. He dropped it again, bro. I don't know what is going on with CeeDee Lamb today, man. I mean, I feel like he should definitely be holding on to a lot of these passes, but he has been getting popped today. We only have 2 minutes left on the clock here, though. So, I mean, I feel like we should try and kill as much time as we can here. I'm going to see if we can get Hill open. That could have worked out, but I'm going to keep it on the ground with Lamar, who's getting a first down on the ground. And at this point, it looks like the Eagles are starting to burn their timeout. So, I mean, if we can kill 1 minute and 50 seconds, that is going to give the Super Bowl to the Ravens. I'm just going to keep this on the ground with Lamar again, and that's another first. And after that, we got another stop. So Philly has used up all of their timeouts, and I'm just going to try and punch it in with Mitchell right here, man. I mean, at this point, that should do it. Come on, Mitchell. We are 1 yard shy. I mean, being a yard short there honestly might help us out, though, because that is going to kill more time off the clock. And either way, Henry's going to get in for the touchdown. I'm going to go for the 2-point conversion, though, because if we can get this to work, that should put this thing away for sure. I mean, if this fails, we're still going to be up by a touchdown. I mean, they're going to need a 2-point conversion even if we were to kick the field goal. But if this works out, that is going to make it a 2-score game. And we're going to have Mark Andrews wide open. So since the 2-point conversion is gonna work, we're up by 9, and that should basically guarantee a Super Bowl win for the Ravens. And no surprise, Philly was not able to come back after that. So we're gonna take this with a 9-point win over Philly, and that is gonna be Justin Jefferson, Lamar Jackson, and Derrick Henry's first rings, which was very well deserved. I mean, Jalen Hurts did put up a really good fight, but once again, he's gonna fall just short in the big game, because as you can see, Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens are going to be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy to end this video. But that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'll really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, comment the most random thing you can think of so we can confuse everybody in the comments section. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.